How's it going? Sandwhichpants here today, and we're just gonna be taking it kind of easy here. We're gonna be doing this story mission, if it will ever load. Not story mission. It's a quest step from Petra. Yeah, new mission, Broken Courier. Which, what do you want? What do you want? Hello?
They're looting our temples, stealing relics.
Okay.
Tried to stop them.
What kind of relics? Antiques?
No.
Do 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 do
Far
do
more
do.
valuable than that. Please, the Awoken need your help.
Okay.
We're on it. Lay low.
We get to continue going on. Anyways, I figured I'd just kind of, do the story mission, give a little bit of commentary, talk about different weapons and perks and stuff that I find interesting. And so, I'm going to just, talk about the game a little bit. So, like, for example, I feel that one of the most underrated perks in this entire game is Dynamo. I know Cammy Cakes talks about it, but I really don't hear anything about it. And it's amazing, especially for people running a roaming super. If you drop your class ability while using a roaming super, it does not work with the Arc Strider, but if you are using, say, the Nova Warp, and you drop your Healing Rift in it, it extends the duration of that Nova Warp. So, that's pretty cool. Dynamo is a really good perk, just overall. And it pairs perfectly with the Stag, which I am currently not wearing because I just two-manned the Nightfall with my cousin. Yes, I am recording multiple videos on one day. I'm not even upset about it. I'm getting a lot of work done in one day because tomorrow is a very busy day for me. So we're gonna kind of deal with that as it comes. Let's go ahead and drop a Well of Radiance right here. No. Hey. You quit it. Go ahead and talk a little bit about hand cannons. They are really solid. And perks that you wouldn't think are the ones that would make a hand cannon absolutely good, like what I would consider a god tier on my hand cannons. It's not this trust, even though it's really good. It's not the best. Its perks aren't great, but it does have an Icarus mod, and it's a 180 RPM hand cannon. So I figure, why not? That's actually pretty solid in itself. People are still running Nature of the Beast, the Aquilos hand cannon, which is actually really good. But there's just something special about this gun. It's the Gambit gun, so, I don't know. I don't really like playing Gambit that much. It's a well-designed game mode, but it irritates me. So there's that. As for other hand cannons, for example, let's go ahead and just look at one that is potentially my favorite. I have two different god rolls right here in my inventory. My Duke, Zen Moment, Ricochet rounds, Kill Clip. Pretty solid, in my opinion. And in the same weapon category, we've got this Better Devils, which I also consider a god roll, even without Ricochet rounds or anything. It has a Pended Mag or Alloy Mag. Honestly, Alloy Mag gives me faster reload when the magazine is empty. It has Rangefinder and Opening Shot. This thing is absolutely the most consistent hand cannon in its class that I have used because of those perks. Meanwhile, my Duke is the most consistent 110 I have used and trust is the most consistent 180, while the most consistent 150 I've used is the waking vigil. I don't have it on me, it's in my vault. But there are certainly reasons to use hand cannons in this game. Honestly, if I had a really good secondary to pair with my better devils that's not a shotgun, if I had a better sniper for that slot, I'd be using my better devils over this trust. And if I had a better trust, I would probably be happier. But I don't want to break this one until I get another one. And, you know, because this thing has like triple tap and Zen moment, I think. So it's decent. It's also got the Icarus mod in it, like I said. I really like Icarus mod. It's a really solid thing to have, honestly. Being able to shoot things from the air, especially in Crucible, it's oh man, it makes this gun crispy, even though it doesn't really need it. But yeah, it's nice. On top of that, the other hand cannons that I've seen used, not necessarily great. Oh, Ace of Spades. As far as, I mean, you kind of have to exclude exotics. They're definitely solid. I mean, they're exotics. They have to be. Otherwise, people get really salty. And I don't blame them one bit. So, you know, there's that. Pulse rifle's probably the strongest weapon class in the game at the moment. And have been for a minute, because Graviton Lance was the last meta. Don't ever forget that, you know. Rip all diversity. Where's the other relic? I thought there'd be more things to deal with here. This thing is so forgiving. That's part of the reason I enjoy it. Let's drop that right there and get them blistering. Let's kill those. Melee that. Drop a healing rift. But yeah, pulse rifles have been extremely consistent. And probably the best weapon class in the game since the last meta. I mean, you know, we had Graviton Lance, Vigilance Wing meta going on over there with the Antiope and the Wormhusk Crown and the just but things are a little bit different. More things are able to be used than ever before in Destiny. You can run almost any loadout. One of my favorite secondaries to use, even in this meta, is a side. Well, okay, specifically for this DLC because it only came out now, but the Autonomous Autumn. It is probably my favorite thing to use in the secondary slot as an energy weapon, because it's just so fast, so accurate from the air. As long as my thumb is warmed up, it is just so consistent. There are the problems of me warming up, which takes forever and a half. You know, I have to pretty much consistently play for a few hours. But I mean, some days are better than others. Not necessarily a few hours, but you know, quite a bit of time, really. Let's kill this. And so we've got, oh yeah, the triple tap. Alright, let me take care of some of this stuff. This is getting out of hand, you know. Grab this. That takes care of the night real well, don't it? Oh, come on, just move, would you? See, my aim is kind of boo-boo right now. I've been playing for a bit. but I kind of put down the sticks. I made 2 videos, uploading one will be uploaded tomorrow, so I can wake up and just get it going. And we've got quite a bit to do here. This will be a video for the 3rd day, so technically the next video, this video will be the last, so you'll have already seen the ones that I'm talking about. One of them is actually already uploaded, and it's my exotic tier list. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You go away. You guys die. I can't deal with all that right now. Oh wow, that dealt a lot of damage. So, the rocket launcher that I've got is a kill clip tracking module Bad Omens with a, major spec mod. And it is probably the hardest hitting heavy weapon that I currently have. Especially if I get some splash damage on that one, get the reload for the kill clip, it becomes a monster. So let's go ahead and, I need to just kill that boss so I can continue on with this mission. I don't want this video being like 30 minutes long, me talking about stuff, trying to do a thing. Kill it. Alright, there we go. It's dead. You're dead. I get to go back here and recover the relic. As far as other things go in the game, such as like the mobility, I have loved the mobility in Destiny since day one, especially since I, started playing and figured out, oh yeah, there's this thing on the Void Walker that you can choose. It's the Blink upgrade for that, and it's also on the Hunter. Wow, but it's only for these 2 subclasses. There's so much diversity in the builds, and I loved it. Now, the diversity in the builds got me hooked. That is a thing that I absolutely love, is coming up with different, not just like weapon loadouts and armor loadouts, although that is something that I do enjoy. It's just kind of a slightly weaker substitute, if you will, for what I used to do in World of Warcraft during Wrath of the Lich King and, before then, where everything was a lot harder. It was just nuts. I used to make builds for Diablo. Other people would come to me. I could have pretty much charged people just to make them loadouts, essentially. Builds for DPS, builds for healing, builds for tanking. It did not matter. And that's why I make builds on here. And that's why I've settled on this particular loadout, the Dawnblade, Well of Radiance. And see, I've dropped that. I can step out here, drop my Healing Rift, and I'm not wearing my Dynamo boots. This mission's only 5:20. I'm gonna go ahead and switch up a little bit here. Let's put on those and put on my stag, and everything else can stay the same because I'm still 5:33. So, oh wait, I just need to go this way. I'll get a rift back here pretty soon, and we'll see just what happens when I use this combo. You'll see just how much faster I start getting supers. Take like half of that guy's health in one hit, take like all of his health in the next one. Not even take damage really. Oh god, he teleported. Kill myself. Oh no, that's a problem with rockets. You have the potential to murder yourself. It's one of the few ways you can die on a Dawnboy. So I just have to continue on, blah blah blah. It's a little upsetting, but whatever. It just extends this video out to longer than I really wanted it to be. Anyways, yeah, let's just rocket that right from the beginning. Take care of all that. Jump up here. No Icarus grip mod in that, but didn't need it. See, people say don't hip fire this thing, but I don't see why. It's got really good accuracy from the hip, actually. Yeah, I've only got my timer set to 15 minutes, so we're gonna cut out some of the fluff and stuff. I'm not trying to make this video really long, although it could be if need be. Just trying to do this mission and, you know, talk about the game a little bit. But, yeah. There's just certain things in this game that I find a little cheesy, to be honest. There's obviously the usage of the insurmountable skull fort, Striker Titan in Crucible. That's ridiculous in my opinion, and I really don't like it, but there's not a whole lot that anyone can really do about it unless Bungie decides to nerf the skull fort. Specifically in Crucible. I mean, it's fine. They could take a, you know, shoulder charge could take a buff in PvE, I'm sure. I don't play Titan, honestly. I really don't. I do occasionally. I've got one up to level 30. I haven't played it at all in this DLC. I've played my Hunter more than that. But that's... oh yeah, I gotta go into here now. That's great. This is a long mission. So, yeah, I think that's kind of cheesy. Another thing that's kind of cheesy is the controversial handheld supernova or chaos accelerant. Chaos accelerant, not the chaos reach, that's the other thing, but yeah. Chaos accelerant with a void grenade, you'll get your grenade back so much faster if you're playing control or something. Now, if you're playing just like a straight Slayer mode or, you know, a life-based mode, definitely use the handheld supernova. But if you're going to be playing like a control type game mode, honestly, either one is fine on either, but definitely try and use Vortex Grenade with the top tree on control type game modes. If you switch before you spawn in, you will not lose any of your ability energy. You'll spawn in with full abilities. So, that's pretty cool, I thought. You can just switch around your loadout based on what you need. You'll spawn in, everything will be fine. It's just like how you can swap special weapons in between rounds and spawn in with the special ammo of the or the weapon that you chose. It's pretty much just like that. And so, yeah. That's pretty cool, you know. There's ways to change around what you're doing. For better or for worse. I have no idea what's going on here. I forgot. What is this? Am I done? No, I'm not. Recover the relic. Bloop. And then I have to eliminate all the... Yep. There's gonna be a boss over here. I don't have a... It's another servitor thing. Ahamkara I. This is gonna be a pain. Oh man. No. Well, yep, this video is gonna be so much longer than I had originally anticipated. Oh yeah, this boss fight's a pain in the ass. I forgot. I've already done this before, so, you know. that's right. This thing's a huge pain. Not because he's really hard to kill or he's just got annoying mechanics. So we're gonna just do that. I'm actually not worried too much about these thrall yet because they're allowing me to do things with the stag. And so that's another thing about the stag. It allows you to purposefully play around your life in PvE. Such a good exotic. I absolutely love playing around with the stag. And yeah, this thing is going to be kind of rough. Gotcha. Alright, so we killed that.
We've recovered several.
Anyways, yeah, so that's kind of just a brief, you know, view of my thoughts, kind of scattered about a little bit through the thing. It's kind of a live, you know, like I said, it's a live video.
Did your Corsair make it back to base?
Definitely one of the longer videos, not really what I meant to do, but you know what, there we go, and I got the Reverie Dawn gloves. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, a comment, maybe a subscription, and if you do subscribe, please hit the bell icon so that you're notified of all my videos. I really would appreciate the views. And hey, go ahead and check me out on Twitter at Sandwhichpants Gaming. Anyways, that's it for me. Sandwich Pants, out.